Megan Thee Stallion's back. Love her, girl. Let's talk about it.
Big news. Sephora is now on Uber Eats. So if you find yourself facing a beauty emergency, like needing a last-minute gift, or you're just out of your favorite mascara, again, don't panic. We got you. Order now and get $10 off on Sephora orders of $50 or more on the Uber Eats app. Order now. Offer ends October 30th. One order per customer. Additional terms apply. See app for availability. Delivery fees may apply.
Got it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a good episode for you today. You know, this is like a mirror from last year. You know, the last October 24th, we covered a Megan Thee Stallion song, and now in 2025, October 24th, I guess we're doing the same thing again. But I'm going to be real, guys. This might be one of... you know, I didn't know what this song was going to be about. I thought this was going to be another Megan Thee Stallion kind of rapping her ass off type track. And then I listened to this song, and then I read, you know, on an article that's saying this is sampled by an R&B song, and I'm going, oh God, you know, this is my type of music right here. You know, you combine R&B and you combine rap, you have this, you know, fuse of genres. I mean, that's how you get a high score in my book. So, you know, I'm wondering, you know, I've seen, you know, the intro, or not the intro, the little teaser that happened earlier, and I was wondering what this song was going to sound like. This song has definitely blew my expectations out the park. I can't even lie to you. You know, first of all,
this episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's just get into the song. Lover Girl, starting off with the instrumental. This is a beautiful R&B instrumental. I mean, I see why she sampled this song. You know, you got the boom bap elements, those 90s boom bap elements that just sound really crisp, really clean, you know, combined with those samples in the back. You know, you have that bass. And it's not your 808 bass, it's that bass guitar, you know, that's really got some funk to it. It's got its own personality. You know, you hear it throughout the whole entire track. So, that's definitely beautiful to see. And I think I like how the sample and the instrumental really combine really well together. And I like how it kind of stays together when you're listening to the song. You even hear Megan Thee Stallion, I like how she kind of like infuses her vocals in the background with the sample. I think that's just a really good vibe in my opinion. And I do like the vocal switch-ups. You know, even though Megan Thee Stallion didn't sing on here, you know, thank God. You know, you don't want her to sing on here. You know, she's actually doing rap flow switch-ups. She's actually doing rap vocal switch-ups. And I feel like that's a lost art in today's rap music when you kind of switch up your vocals while you're rapping. And, you know, doing that's such a good benefit because it just gets stuck in your head. You know, it keeps the song fresh. You know, when you're able to switch your vocals up when you're rapping while you're doing a flow switch, that combined right there is just going to make the rap song way more appealing to listen to. And I think this song right here really masters that type of style. You know, really using, you know, kind of like how Playboi Carti does. Playboi Carti will kind of use the instrumental in every each way, and he kind of blends his voice in like he's an instrument himself. You know, that's kind of the same vibe we're getting on this type of song.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty believes your body is brilliant, naturally designed to thrive, inside and out. For those always looking for new ways to support your health from head to heels, Nature's Bounty has a range of over 400 vitamins and supplements born from 50 years of trust and care. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature. Visit naturesbounty.com to learn more.
Really taking advantage of that sample, really taking advantage of those, you know, more saxophone and bass guitar R&B elements and really combining them together. You know, I thought Doja Cat was trying to do this, you know, and god damn, that shit was terrible. I mean, every time Doja Cat rapped on a saxophone fucking R&B beat, I fucking rolled my eyes. I wanted to put a gun to my head because her vocals were absolutely obnoxious and terrible to hear. And, you know, when you're doing the same flow, too, on these, you know, sample boom bap beats, you know, you have to really rap on them. And you can really tell when an artist doesn't know how to rap on these beats when they're just doing the same flow, the same 5-second flow throughout the whole entire 2-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute song. And you keep hearing that same flow. Guess what happens when I hear you do that same fucking flow? It gets boring as hell to listen to. I mean, goddamn, switch your flow up. I mean, Lord mighty, how are you doing only one flow on a boom bap type beat? You know, it's not that hard.
All right, listen up, nacho chips. Quiet down, crispy potatoes. This is the moment Velveeta's been preparing you for, and you're not about to crack under pressure. Today's the day to go all in on the drip. Velveeta's Heat and Eat Queso is the MVP of any game day spread, so stick by them, and you'll be golden. Now get out there and make delicious history. No tailgate party is complete without Velveeta.
And I really like how Megan Thee Stallion comes on here, you know, and is doing all these flow switches, doing all these vocal switches, just providing great value. But then we get the hook. And I like how we're kind of, you know, this is the Jack Harlow approach. You know, you use the sample as the hook. But I like how Megan Thee Stallion doesn't let the sample just play. She also puts her own rap part in this and the hook too. So you have this nice combined, you know, use of the sample and the artist kind of switching it up, making their own thing out of it. So when you got those two elements together, I would say that's how you do a sample pretty justice. When you can really, you know, combine all the elements, but make it your own thing. You know, I think when you can do that, it's just really good to listen to. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm biased as hell when it comes to R&B, all right? I can't even lie to you. You know, it's my favorite genre. It's the only genre I listen to when I don't review anything off here. So when I get an opportunity to talk about R&B, you know, like this, man, it makes my heart happy. And, you know, this is like a 4-minute type song. You know, this has got a couple of verses baked into it. It's got a couple of renditions of the hook. That instrumental switches up, you know, a few times throughout this whole song. And this song just feels complete to listen to. And I think one of the big problems in 2025 music is songs not feeling so complete. Songs, you know, having short verses or only putting all their effort into the hook. And you can really tell this song right here, every single element, you know, was handled with some care. You know, the verses were handled with some care. Multiple verses baked into the song. And then you on top of that with a nice hook, not just using the sample, kind of combining your own elements, doing vocal switches on your own, etc. Just providing great value right there. And, you know, in that return, you're just going to get a really good song to listen to, in my opinion. And this is how you do it right here. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've listened to fucking 2-minute songs that I'm just like, you really couldn't fit in another verse? I mean, I hear the beat fucking playing for 40 seconds. You know, it's 2-minute, 40 seconds, and that 40 seconds is just dead air. You know, you couldn't fit in another verse or some shit. You know, and that's what I kind of get from 2025 music. And this right here is a nice length. It's got really good switch-ups to keep you, you know, engaged with the whole song. And then you got the R&B elements. You know, you got...
Introducing Meta Ray-Ban Display, the world's most advanced AI glasses. With a full color display built into the lens of the glasses, it's there when you need it and gone when you don't. Send and receive messages, translate or caption live conversations, collaborate with Meta AI, and more. Be one of the first to try Meta Ray-Ban Display. Visit meta.com/Meta Ray-Ban Display to book a demo and find your pair.
The beautiful R&B hook. I mean, what more could you ask for? You know, this definitely does remind me of older type of music. But, you know, I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing, I will be real. You know, especially if you're doing nothing on it. But if you're kind of doing your own thing, kind of adding your own spin to it, you know, and using every element, I would say pretty good. And you do the sample justice, hey, this is a pretty good song in my book, guys. So, Megan Thee Stallion, Lover Girl. Overall, I really do enjoy the instrumental. Beautiful instrumental, using that sample really well. Verses were definitely off the charts here. The flow switches just went insane. And then that hook was really entertaining, all right? I honestly got addicted listening to that hook. I mean, it was just a vibe, you know? You got that bass guitar really carrying the beat along, and with those nice crispy drums, I mean, shit was just beautiful to listen to. I can't even lie. I mean, I was listening to this and I was going, damn.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
This song right here is a goddamn banger. You know, but that could be the R&B bias talking into me. But I'm just saying, you know, when you have those elements, you're going to get a very high score from me. So, guys, I mean, this is much better than when I covered that K-pop song she did, all right? This is a lot better than October 2024, all right? October 2025, this fucking song right here, you need to go goddamn check out. So, Megan Thee Stallion, Lover Girl, I'm going to overall give this track, I'm going to easily give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys, and I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Yeah, guys.